All right, we are live. Welcome back, everyone. J-Bone here for Smash This Podcast. Get rid of this. All right. Stiles, what is up, my brother? How you doing this evening? Good to see you here. So, so I originally was just gonna do the um the mailbag, but it's awesome, dude. Good to hear. Um, but I figure I'll do some impact updates too. Haven't talked about Impact too much. We're on the road for Bound for Glory. I know I do most of my Impact stuff over on the Total Nonstop Impact podcast with Trent and Kyle Hakeem Fullerton. What is up, buddy? Good to see you here. So, yeah, this video, I'll be wrapping up my week. Hopefully really getting back into the swing of things next week. But you know how that's gone lately. Um, we'll be doing predictions next week. I'm thinking Tuesday evening, if all works out. We're gonna do some Bound for Glory predictions Tuesday night with the boys, and we'll have on a special guest, Mike Larkin. Um, I'm not going to even try to list all the different podcasts that he's on. He has like 50 of them. Max Wrestling Podcast, Alondre Fighting Championship Podcast. Oh God, there's so many I can't even think of it. Bodega Wrestling Podcast. He's also on that one too. He just produces so much. I can't even keep up with it. Great guy. I've had him on here before. Um, so he'll be joining us uh, sometime Tuesday evening. Don't know what time. Probably late because that's kind of the thing now. And and we'll probably have some more Bound for Glory talk as I plan out my following weekend heading down to Chi Town. So looking forward to doing that. Um, Maybe Trent can hook me up with a cozy little alley someplace nearby. No, we'll be safe down there. But hey, before we talk impact stuff, I want to do this first because this is really important. We got to do this without showing any addresses, of course. Um, I got this in the mail yesterday, and I was going to save it for opening this up with the guys next week on the show, but I just decided to do it now. I'll probably talk about it next week too because it's impact related and it happens to come from a guy who's watched me on the Total Nonstop Impact podcast. It's amazing the crossover of people that have come here to watch me from there and that have followed me from here over to the Total Nonstop Impact show. Um, I've met some this this is humbling. I've met some amazing people through the world of podcasting. From the first podcast team that I was with the Ramblers, meeting guys like the gentleman in the chat here, Stiles, Mr. CM Stiles, man. It's become one of my best friends online. Finally met last year, took an adventure down to Illinois and watched Dizzy get married. Dizzy, the host of the Rambling About Wrestling podcast, um, became good buddies with the Wrestle Addict guys, and that whole crew, G Rod, Paul Sweat, all those guys. Um, and now I'm with what could turn out to be potentially the biggest podcast that I've ever been with. Um, the Total Nonstop Impact guys. I've said this once. I've said it a million times. I'm so fortunate to have met those guys, and the the people that I've met online that have messaged us, that have shared the show. Um, it just I sometimes can't put it into words. I'm just so incredibly grateful. And the story that goes along with this is kind of a fun one. Um, Eric, one of the guys who watches the show, he at some point, I don't remember when he did this. I think this was like right before I joined TNI with Trent and Kyle. Um, Sent them an 8x10, and some miscommunication happened or something, but Trent got sent the two 8x10s. He sent one to Kyle, but they both said to Trent. So that's the funny little story that goes along with that. Then all of a sudden he messages me and he's like, hey, well, I didn't want you to feel left out because now you're part of the crew. Eric, I love you, man. Thank you. So we're gonna open this up and we're gonna see what Eric sent me. We have. Make sure I try to do this without the glare. Amber Nova. Now she's been on several different shows over the last handful of years. Impact Wrestling, I believe NXT, and some others. So thank you, Eric, for getting this for me. You have no clue how much this means to me. This is special because this is the first time I've ever received something from a viewer, that's become a friend online. It just blows me away. So this is going to go up on the wall. I'm going to have to like redo some of this. I don't have a whole lot of space. I mean, I have a ton of space, but I want to redo some of this because it's just all figs and some goofy stuff over here. We got a dead Dino over here. So we're going to oh, I didn't see this. This is her business card. I didn't see this. I thought it was just I just happened to just take a peek in here. So it's a picture of Amber Nova and it's autographed. Like it's basically like the size of a baseball card, but it's her business card and it's got the card on it and all her information on the back. So wow, I did not see that in there earlier. I just happened to take a peek and I saw something else and I was like, ooh, what's that? So this is also going to go up on the wall. Like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years and it just still, yeah, right. I got to brush up on some of her stuff. Right, Stiles. I just, like I said, I've been doing this for 6 years and it just blows me away what the people I've met, the situations I've been in because of this podcast. And just thank you. Thank you so much. Everyone who's ever watched, Eric who sent me this, Stiles for being incredible, everyone who tunes in, all my regulars, I can't even list them all because there's so many. you've all done something positive and have driven me to be as real as I can be on here. I mean, yeah, I get goofy and I have fun, but I try to really that's one thing I've always tried to be as myself on here. And apparently it's paying off. Um, I had and you never know who you're gonna touch and who you're gonna talk to and who's gonna watch your stuff. I just had a message on my last, what was it, AEW review. A guy from Chile. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce the name. I read it and it was just really, it was, it was you couldn't get more of an authentic South American name, and you just just shocked me. But it just blows me away. You're reaching people on other continents. I just don't have the words for that sometimes. It's crazy. Um, Styles, you gotta Styles when you're up for it, man. When you get the pieces back together, of what you're going through right now, dude, you'll get back into it. I know you will. I know you're doing your gaming stuff right now, but I know you'll get back into podcasting someday. I know you will. Once life kind of aligns itself a little bit, I know you will, dude. I know you will. Because you're passionate like me, dude. Um, so thanks again, Eric. Just cheers to you, man. Much love. One of the nicest guys I met, Eric from Florida. Um, and he's always chatting with me online. He's always asking uh how my wife is doing in her recovery. I mean, that's little things like that. It just wow, it just blows you away. All right, before I get like, ridiculously sappy and have to bust out my Kleenex, um, let's talk a little bit of Impact. This isn't going to be a super long one tonight, folks. We're going to keep this short and sweet. Just a few more things I'm going to talk about as far as Impact Wrestling goes. Some recent stuff that's come to the light of day. Some interesting things. Um, the big news that came out today is Bound for Glory is sold out, folks. Bound for Glory is sold out. Now, I don't know what that means as far as numbers for tickets. I was talking to Trent about that the other day. We're hoping in like the low thousands range, between, we'll just say between 2 to 5,000. I have no clue what, but I hear it's like a small arena, so we're hoping for a really good size crowd. Chicago's hot right now. Look, the love that they've gotten from AEW, all the different independents that run there, and they run some pretty decent sized shows. Several hundred people. Um, so yeah, there's no reason why Impact can't put on you know, get a few thousand people for a big show like this. So, congratulations to Impact Wrestling for selling out Bound for Glory. I will be there. Um, I know we haven't set anything up yet for like me and the guys to go hang out. I think once this weekend is done and we get into next week, we'll start putting the details together. We'll start, setting up a date and a time for um, hanging out because he knows Chicago better than I do. We'll pick a place that we can say, hey, we're going to be here at this time. You want to come, hang out, have a drink, have a snack, whatever. I'm not drinking. Um, I would love to drink, and share whatever with you. But I'm really going to try not to drink that weekend because my tolerance is completely shot the hell. I just don't drink anymore, and it just doesn't agree with me. So gonna just hell, I'll drink a ridiculous amount of soda if you want to buy me a soda or something, or maybe a shot. I don't know, but I'm really gonna try to stay away from drinking next weekend. Um, but we'll try to set up something because I feel like the Total Nonstop Impact guys, along with myself. Um, oh, you're welcome, Hakeem. Oh yeah, man, I like your stuff. Um, Chris Steele show root beer. There we go. I love root beer. um, Pepsi. Fluffy talking about Pepsi back in the day. Um, okay, what have I been drinking lately? Go Coke Zero. Coke Zero's been my thing. That or Diet Pepsi, one of the two. I don't know. So yeah, looking forward to that. Now let's talk about something else related to Bound for Glory. It was announced. Now I know this was released by, I don't know, some site, some Mexican site or something. They found it out before the American sites did or something. I don't know, but the Rascals were announced that they're going to face Dr. Wagner Jr. and two other guys. Well, it's official. Um, it was made official like within the last week or something like that, but it hadn't really come to see the light of day until the last 24 hours or so. It got officially announced. Um, so Dr. Wagner Jr. is going to face the Rascals with Aerostar and Taurus, and two guys that always just they just tear it up. Aerostar is just a blast to watch because he does drops from God knows how high, and Taurus is just an athletic beast, man. He is just really something. How he's been featured lately on Impact Wrestling and from AEW and stuff. Well, not necessarily AEW, but when AEW has done stuff with AAA, they've put more eyes on it from America, I think, in my opinion. Talking about a few hours ago. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't watch the video, but I saw that he did that. I'll watch it later. Yeah, but I know that I was actually watching. I don't watch Impact a lot on Friday nights. I usually catch up on it like right before I do the show with the guys for TNI. But just so it's fresh in my head, because I'm a senile bastard, So, but yeah, so so there you go. It's official. Rascals versus Dr. Wagner Jr., who always puts on a good show. Dr. Wagner Jr. is a beast. He did not retire at Triple Mania like he had said. He basically changed his mind within less than a week. Yes, we're gonna get that. We're gonna get to that, Hakeem. I was gonna bring that up. Because it might affect the show at All Glory the night before Bound for Glory. There's supposed to be what started out as just a singles match, one-on-one, Schatzi Blackheart versus, oh shoot, I don't remember. It's going to take me too long to find it now. It's Schatzi Blackheart versus another girl. I apologize, I can't remember who it is. And then Kylie, what the hell's her name? Kylie Ray got added to it recently, and we talked about that on the show this past week. How special that is. Now, I know it was just announced that Schatzi Blackheart just signed with NXT, and apparently it was even, and there was a lot of doubters. There was a lot of people online saying, "Oh, this ain't true. It's fake news." Blah 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 blah. Because whoever announced it apparently doesn't have the best track record with announcing things like this. I don't know. I'm not going to question someone's, you know, putting stuff out there like that because I don't know. But she's been one that I've liked over the last few years. I've seen her on some flows. She's another one that I started, caught my eye on watching Flow Slam a couple of years ago. Then she did some Impact stuff. She got injured. Impact fans wanted her back. She didn't come back. But she was still very active in the independent scene. And if Impact is smart, they'll sign Kelly right after Bound for Glory. I would love to see that. And I don't know. I don't think any of us know why Kylie Ray left AEW. I read some stuff online that was really horrible as far as why, and I don't even want to spread it. I'm not going to even say what I read, okay? Because it's horrible. If the truth comes out about what happened, I'll talk about it. But it's something I read earlier today. It's like, oh my God. If it's true, no wonder she left. But anyways, not going to even give it too much thought because it's just someone's words online. And, hell, we can all put anything online, right? So, and I'm wondering, because you hear about WWE pulling people from shows. I don't know when Schatzi Blackheart's last indie show is going to be. I don't want to assume. Maybe it is Bound for Glory weekend. I don't know. But my first thought is, hey, what if she gets pulled and they had to bring in Kylie Ray as like a buffer? Like, hey, just in case, because Shotzi's getting signed, and what if WWE doesn't want her on this show? I mean, it's the night before Bound for Glory, but I don't know. Well, like I said, I don't want to assume anything, but we'll see. I'm hoping we see her at All Glory because I'm planning on going to that too. I better get my tickets soon because might sell out because Bound for Glory did. So, but Josh did a Facebook thing for Impact Wrestling, Josh Matthews, and said they're gonna do like if people show up and want tickets, they're gonna do everything they can to get everyone in there for Bound for Glory, which means I guess it's sold out. But I mean, if they add seats this next week, trying to work out production and seating and everything, they'll probably add a few more rows. Is that what I'm guessing? And those will get sold because people always show up last minute and say, "Hey, yeah, I just decided I want to go." It happens at every wrestling show, So we'll see what happens. So all right, covered Bound for Glory, sold out, Schatzi Blackheart. Let's jump back in the chat here. I got just a couple more points I want to cover. Hakeem Fullerton, do you think Tennille Dashwood will stay with Impact after Bound for Glory? I've heard both that she's staying and that she's going. Now, what do I think they're going to do? Gosh, I don't know. That's hard to say. I know. Me and the guys, we've been a little opinionated as far as her run so far. I think she still is a very talented woman. It's just some of her matches just didn't flow really good. But we've seen that in any and every company. Someone comes in, stuff just doesn't look really good, and then it takes some time, and then boom, they're off and running. Kiera Hogan looked the same way her first year with Impact Wrestling. Now she's one of the top knockouts. She can get in the ring with anyone, and she looks like $1,000,000, man. Kiera Hogan's amazing, and they talk about her like all the friggin' time. So it could be just, I don't know, ring rust, communication. I don't know. I'm not a wrestler, so I don't want to assume. Say, oh, well, it's definitely this and it's definitely. I'm no expert. But do I think she's gonna stay or not? Oh, God, that's hard. I'm gonna guess no, but I'm not gonna be upset if she does stay. Okay, because most of the time these people are signing for multi years. Multi years. Oh my God. Yeah, it's time to end my day, folks. Uh, just water. Swear to God. A multi-year contract. But her signing was not announced as such. So there you go. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Do I think she's still going to have a good match at Bound for Glory? Absolutely. I think her and Taya will still have a good match. Maybe it's not as good as a match as maybe Taya's had with someone else, but it's still going to be a good match, I think. All right, let's see. Who else is saying stuff here? Oh, talk about Schatzi Blackheart, Scarlet Bordeaux. Yeah, the rumors about Scarlet Bordeaux. Yeah. Nothing's been officially announced yet. I'm sure something will come out. I guess the next class is going to get announced in December or January as far as, when they announce the classes. So we'll see. Terry Funk taught us you can't retire from pro wrestling. Right? It's like Ozzy and rock and roll, right? It's the same thing, right? She put up at it's late November. Oh, okay. Correction, 11/3 is her last date. Oh, you're talking about Tennille Dashwood? Okay. 11/3 is her last date, and she's open the day of Bound for Glory as well. Are you talking about Tennille Dashwood or Schatzi? Because we talked about both. Send her down to OPW for a month. Yeah, right. Talk about how Impact Wrestling needs to work on promoting and advertising their brand to more. Oh, you're talking about Schatzi. Okay. Promoting and advertising their brand to more fans. What do you think about that? Well, I know that. Look, I'm no marketing expert. PQ, I guess, knows a lot about marketing because he's a marketing guy or something. I don't want to say he's wrong, but I was having a few conversations today with some other guys, And look, this is this is a really anybody who's been following Impact Wrestling closely lately knows that this is an insane time for this company. Okay? You've got this huge Bound for Glory weekend coming up and just trying to keep things on the rails for that. Okay? There's that. You've got, oh, there's that little TV deal they just announced. Okay? So you've got all these other behind the scenes things that are going on that we don't even know a tenth of what's going on behind the scenes. You're dealing with this whole production issue, you know, people going, people coming, companies kind of merging. You got offices merging. Like Impact is going to have their own thing in LA with Access TV, is kind of what it looks like. I could be wrong, but you know, they're all getting chummy chummy. That's what it looked like in LA when Josh Matthews went live earlier today. So the fact that we maybe aren't seeing as much advertising for certain things, I think the build for Bound for Glory is still good. Hell, I mean, it's sold out. It's sold out. I mean, that means they did their job, right? I mean, tell me I'm wrong on that one. I don't think you can deny that that's an insanely positive thing. Um, it's a week before Bound for Glory, or just over a week before Bound for Glory, and it's sold out. It's gonna be a phenomenal show, and I can't wait to be there with Trent and whoever else is all down there. Um, yeah, would we like to see maybe something a little different from Impact in the future? But this company has been changing and growing nonstop for the last 2 years. And we know that as fans. If we've watched it consistently, we know that, which is why I've been such a firm supporter, because it's consistency is is key with this stuff. How many times have we said, "Oh, WWE had some great moments," and then they had a month's worth of shit trying to promote their next show? Very inconsistent, insanely inconsistent. Impact Wrestling's been consistent. You may not have liked everything that they've done, but as far as wrestling and promos and everything else that they've done online has been top notch in my book. I dig it. What matches am I looking forward to? Oh man. I think Marufuji, and it's I'd say what the tag team wrestling has been solid over the last, I don't know how many straight months, since OVE and LAX had their feud. Um, you may not have seen a ton of teams in Impact Wrestling, but the tag team matches that they're putting on have been good. So I'll say the tag team match, I mean, probably about half the card I'm super excited about. Okay. The North versus, was it Willie Mack and Swan versus RVD and Rhino? I believe that's what it is. Um, Elgin and Marufuji has a possibility to be match of the evening. Um, and I think the main event is going to just absolutely steal the show. I have a feeling we may see a change to that main event still. We'll see. So, something's gonna something's going to happen. Some kind of big shakeup is going to happen. We'll see. Um, what? Still no excuse to get social media buzz. That's what social media people are hired to do. Yeah, I agree with you, Eddie. I agree with you. I mean, we can agree to disagree. But like I said, the company's going through changes and we don't know all those changes that are going on. So some stuff may slip through the cracks. I'm just saying the company's growing and the company's changing. So I think no matter what happens over the course of this week with the promotion of Bound for Glory, you're going to see some consistent positive changes over the next year. Okay, I think we can. I think we can safely say that. Um, Hakeem, it's giving me all the questions tonight. What do you think about Jay Chris X Division title reign and how the company has booked OVE in the last couple weeks? Yeah, I mean, there's a real big picture to this. I think I think Jake is a tremendous X Division wrestler. His title reign might be overclouded by this whole thing with Tessa Blanchard and OVE. Um, so it might not be the greatest. You could almost say it's similar to Brian Cage's title reign being overshadowed by injury and being banged up, and kind of like that. Uh, is BQ going to be there? Yeah, he's going to be there. I don't know if he's going to be at All Glory, but he is going to be at Bound for Glory. He's got some kind of package seats or something. Yeah, I got I got cheapo seats, but I'm going to be there. I'm super excited. I've never been to an Impact Wrestling show before, and this will be my first, and I'm ecstatic. So I'm hoping to see some people there and say hi and whatever. I'm certainly more than willing to shake some hands, and if I don't meet anybody that weekend, whatever. But we're going to try to make the opportunity there. So if someone watches a show, either my show or Total Nonstop Impact, um, we'll be down there. We'd be more than happy to chat with you because hell, we love wrestling, right? That's why we're there. That's why we're doing it. As far as Jake Christo, yeah, it's been a little overshadowed. Um, so as excited as I am about Bound for Glory, and I feel a little bad for him, but I think the overall story being told with Tessa versus OVE and everything involved is still a good story. I'll say that. Impact Wrestling 5-star match from Dave Meltzer. Right, Hakeem? Totally. Uh Chris Steele's show says unpopular opinion: Marty the Moth Martinez from Lucha Underground should debut and attack Big Mike post match. Oh, damn. Well, he was having matches down in AAA. He was tag teaming with the Clowns. And he really never, I don't think, if my memory's a little fuzzy, you don't remember everything you watched in wrestling. God knows I don't. Don't ask me what the hell happened last week. I couldn't tell you. I love Marty the Moth Martinez. I think I put him right up there with Bray Wyatt as far as charisma and talent, athleticism like Willie Mack, because he is kind of a bigger guy, but he's gotten trim over the last few years. And I really haven't seen much of him like in the indie scene. I know he's still wrestling, but I think he's more of a West Coast, Midwest, West Coast kind of guy. And I don't know, I hope, I don't know. I just haven't seen much for him. I know he does Twitch stuff with gaming and stuff, but I would love to see Marty the Moth Martinez. He's one of the few that haven't not, as far as I know, come to he hasn't come to Impact at all. He was injured and just got stem cell treatment. Man, everybody's getting this stem cell treatment. Maybe I should get some stem cell treatment. Someone pay for my trip down to Colombia so I can get some stem cell treatments. Because I know that shit ain't cheap, right? Everybody's talking about it. Kevin Nash, uh, Johnny, 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 what kind of call him? Johnny Stem Cell. Johnny Stem Cell. John Morrison was down there too. Everybody. Um, Ryback's good now. He just had his last stem cell treatment. He had like 10 of them down there or some shit. He had like a bunch of them. Stiles says, I'm good friends with Marty now. Dude, that's awesome. So he'll be out for a while. Okay. Thank you, Eddie. And thank you, Chris. The Chris Stiles show. I love that. All right. One last one from Hakeem, and then we're going to talk about a couple other, one or two other things here I got. Did you hear about recent comments about Hulk Hogan not being able to live with himself knowing his last match was with Impact? I did not hear about that. I did not hear about that. Wasn't that like a hardcore match with Flair or something? Or a hardcore match with Sting or something? That's like 10 years ago. See, it's a little fuzzy. I know it was some kind of crazy ass match. But no, I didn't hear about that. I mean, the guy's had like 10 back surgeries, and I can't even imagine. That's one thing that I jokingly have said about throughout the years, because dating back, wow, can't believe it's been like 10 years now since my first back surgery. Just coming up on it 10 years ago. Had 2 microdiscectomies and 1 double layer back fusion. That's one thing I always joked about is I'm going to start my wrestling career, I think that's, I think everyone's got their own opinions on Hulk Hogan. I still love Hulk Hogan, and you hit his music, I get goosebumps still to this day because that's what I grew up on. The guy's still an icon. Opinions aside, can't live with himself. I don't remember what that match was like. I don't remember how good or bad it was. It's kind of funny. Andre Corpeel, what's up? Ace Austin 316 says, I just banged your wife. That's freaking hilarious. Love you, Andre. What's up, man? It was with Sting at Bound for Glory 2011. Was it 2011? Okay. Oh, he came in like 2 years before that. 2009 was when he and Eric kind of took over the joint and brought in a bunch of ham and eggers. No, I'm kidding. Says he wants to wrestle Vince McMahon again. Oh, well, then you got to get Flair in there, and Flair's just going to die in the damn ring. There's your WrestleMania moment. Vince McMahon and Flair both croak at WrestleMania 30. What are we coming up on? 36? There you go. There's your 36 moment. Dead in Tampa, and Hogan standing there. Fuck, No, I don't want that to happen, but no. They just call it quits. I mean, Hogan still looks like $1 million in some ways, but he's still muscular, but no, I don't want to see him in the ring. I don't want to see Flair in the ring. I sure as hell don't want to see Vince McMahon, Mr. creeping up on 75 years old in the ring. Jiminy Christmas. Hell no. When I was a kid, I called Hulkamaniacs little pukesters because a great Macho Man told me to. Let me tell you something about the Hulkster. That son of a... Oh, God. Nick, what? Nick Boss 316 says Mayfield just pissed his pants. I have no clue who that is. I have no clue. But okay, I'll just nodding my head over here. All right. So, all right, what did we all talk about here? We talked about BFG. We talked about the Rascals. We talked about Schatzi. Oh, Daaga. I think this is the first time officially they said it on the show. I don't remember them announcing it, and I don't know why. But like I said, the same thing with the marketing and the, you know, putting stuff on social media and whatever. Stuff slips through the cracks. Am I mad about it? No. But apparently, it's official now. If they've mentioned it before, I've missed it. But they mentioned it in the main event. Not that I'm reviewing Impact because I said I'm not doing that on here. But they mentioned it during the main event when Tessa and Daaga were taking on Jake and Madman Fulton. That Daaga is officially signed. I have not read that anywhere else. So congratulations to Daaga for officially getting signed to Impact Wrestling. They didn't say any details. I have no clue. But it looks like Daaga is officially signed. So congrats, Daaga. I mean, it makes sense. I think we kind of saw it coming with he's Tessa's main squeeze and they're pushing her to the moon. So don't be surprised if somehow she gets involved in the main event a week from now. Don't be surprised. Because there's 5 people in that ladder match, and I know she's one of them. What's also interesting is that gauntlet match. Is that anybody can show up in that gauntlet match and challenge for whatever belt they want if they win. So there's that. So another interesting part of BFG. So hit me up online or put it in the comments below if you're, watching this after the fact. And that was really hard because they're going to put everyone under the sun in there. We'll probably get a few surprises too. Maybe a couple local favorites from Chi-Town. Hey, maybe even CM Punk will show up. No, I'm kidding. That would, wow. No, I'm not even going to overthink that. I'll just stop that right there. Just, I suppose he never says never to anything. Hell, he showed up in Milwaukee 10 minutes from here, kind of weird, but whatever. Was that Silas Young's Milwaukee wrestling company? Something like that. Yeah. Crazy. You love gauntlet matches more than battle royals. All right. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know exactly how they're doing that one, but apparently, I don't know if they're going to do it like a Royal Rumble, like sending one person down at a time or starting everybody. I don't know what exactly how they're going to do it. We'll see. Never forget WCW's final gauntlet shirt or final gauntlet match where Macho made his return in the chrome shirt. Wow. You got a good memory there, man. I don't remember that one. I remember the chrome shirt, but I don't remember that match. Macho's had several looks over the years. All right, we're going to get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. I rambled. This one was supposed to only be like 15 minutes long with the opening of the 8x10. Thanks again. Just want to say for anybody who came in late, thanks again, Eric, so much. You're just awesome. Thank you. Much love, dude. And this was a bonus. The little card there. So this is gonna go up on the wall back here. I know I gotta like redo some of this, like maybe just keep up some of the legends or something. I've been changing it around lately, so oh, excuse me. So that's gonna do it for this week, and yeah, we'll kick it into full gear next week. We'll have a full week. We'll get some predictions done. Catch up on a little MLW, maybe some WoW. We'll just try to have a nice full week leading up into Bound for Glory. So keep an eye on the social medias. I'll do my best to put everything out there ahead of time and let you guys know when I'm going live. And yeah, so much love, everyone. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, have a great weekend. Take care.